party.
And then he comes in, do you think he'll backdoor me? I'm like, I don't think so, Karen.
I love her.
Karen thinks she's always the backdoor player.
Always. She's like, I'm always going to. So Karen, you will never be nominated forever.
Right. No, it's true. Oh, man.
If I was a fan, I would cheer for her.
I would.
I would love her.
I would love her. I know I would.
Yeah.
But if I was a fan, also I feel like I'd appreciate how you're handling. Like, it's funny.
Oh, I don't try to hide it or fix things. I just I embrace it.
You embrace it. Yeah, it's very, very funny. That relationship was so funny. It's the funniest one in this house.
Last time it was like I had some people I didn't get along with, like Greg or Bobby, and I just like tried to be fake and like people. That's worse.
People could see. Yeah,
like,
it is worse.
We don't fucking like each other. Let's get along.
It's actually funny because it's like it's a humor as well, and like they love humor on the show, especially humor like that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So Big Brother, keep putting us together, please, for anything.
He's slithering around, slithering. How does she come up with these things?
You have to have like.
Because every single time that like she says anything, like it's so funny because like Demetres, she's dead serious, and we legit sit there and piss our pants. Like I think she kind of like likes it too that we're just dying,
You know, there's a back door out of Karen. You're not. You're safe.
And she's convinced. She's like, if anyone wins HOH from that side, you and I are the biggest targets in this house. We are going on the block. I'm like. I know, Karen. She's like, they especially want me.
Karen is my favorite Big Brother player ever.
Oh, she is. She is right. Oh my god. I'm just like, they want you, Karen. They just now, like, we're walking from the back, how she dismisses the conversations is the funniest.
Yeah.
So we're coming in, type of thing. And Demetres and I are going out, and she's going in. She stops us. Demetres, you are not working that Kevin Martin, are you? Demetres like, I don't even talk to him. Are you working with Slithery Jackie? No, I don't even talk to her, Karen. He's like, I feel like people are throwing my names out there and I don't like it. But after she's like, every conversation, stop. Let me go first. Because they'll think we're together. She goes.
They're still talking.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just funny.
She's the best topic. We did a full battery change and we're still talking about it. Yeah.
It's just how she does it. And how she looks at you when she talks to you. She is convinced.
Yeah, I know.
Karen has convinced herself that she is the biggest target and the biggest threat in this house.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love it.
Like, just kick your fucking feet up and shut your mouth.
Exactly.
Week 2.
It was week 1. And,
Week 2. And she's like, it was just like week 2, and everybody tried to get you to backdoor me. And I'm like,
yeah.
Nobody had that conversation.
Yeah.
It didn't exist. Except for in your mind.
No.
Not one person came up to
She
me.
always said that. She does.
She always brings it up.
Like we do. I try to get you to backdoor.
And I'm just like making it seem like I did her the biggest favor in the world. But
Oh, we're like, yeah, Karen. Oh, she's so funny. She's so funny.
I get such a kick out of her, but I don't at the same time. But I really do. Like
That Kevin Martin.
that Kevin slithering around.
Slithering around. Oh my god, the funniest part about today is I'm in the pink room. She comes in. She could hear Netta and Jackie talking. But like, you can't hear what they're saying. You just kind of hear voices. She's like, wait, they're talking about us. You and I. They're talking about us right now. I'm like, really?
I wasn't that really. Your name was not my
No, that's what she was saying. Carrie thinks everything revolves around her.
There's a few people in this house that think.
Yeah, the whole world revolves around them.
We got rid of Gary now.
Gary was the worst.
I know.
Oh,
Oh my god.
He can turn any
He could turn any
conversation.
conversation
into himself.
about himself. Oh my
But it
god.
was never like, it was never too bad. Like,
I remember one time.
The thing is, like, he didn't do it subtly either. Like, you're sitting there in the conversation, he sits down.
And he always has something eating. He's always like,
swear to God, it was like day 4 or 5. He was in the pool by himself, and I walked out and stood by him, and he's like, he looked at me, he's like, the pool just got colder. Why do I feel this energy? He's like, you just walked in and I got colder. I don't like that. I just didn't say anything. I just was like, hi, Gary.
it was
Like,
all about like, energy and
oh,
vibe.
vibes and
Oh my god.
meaningfulness. Oh,
He was like, one time, the conversation came up where it was, what do you call it? It was, Netta got angry at Emily because Emily says she has morals, but now sleeping in the bed with Dylan, right?
yeah.
So Gary was like, she didn't say anything wrong. Da, da, da. Like, but Gary, like, how would you feel if I was like, you're twerking on Kevin, you're in thongs, and I have morals? He's like, girl, you tried me. You came for all of my life. I'm like, but that's the same thing. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. It has to be about him.
Yeah,
For him to understand.
Oh, I love
It
him.
was so funny. It was so funny. I was dying.
Oh, just can't get enough of each other.
Okay, I feel like there's some sarcasm in that,
Yeah.
right? Okay, thank God. I was like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
move this down so I can see your face.
Karen won't rest until you're out of
I
this
can't
house.
believe you went out in
And
the
she wants to be the person to do it.
Yeah, she wants
And
to
she
do bags.
wants to put you on the block.
If she wins, like I will like tip my cap and say, Karen, like, you know, like
Kudos.
good for you, like as a family, you know. But oh,
But yeah, she's not gonna.
She's not gonna rest until you are gone.
I can't imagine the things she says about me.
You know what though? They're quite jovial. It's not like. That's why it's so funny.
It's not like mean spirited.
Yeah.
No,
it's really not.
It's
no.
more like the slithering stuff, the
Yeah.
snake, that Kevin Martin. As soon as she says that Kevin Martin, like we honestly just start laughing, and we honestly just right?
let-
It's honestly
just let her do her
all
thing.
Game stuff. She's never taken a personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Who
No.
you are as a person, because she doesn't know, right?
Well, maybe the whole Bible thing, but
Yeah, that's
It's
kind of
whatever.
whatever.
But she-
yeah.
but
I mean,
she- but she
you've
was
done
like-
Bible stories, so.
But she was like,
What does she call you, Bible boy?
Bible
Sounds
boy.
like a superhero name.
She's not gonna rest until you are gone.
I can't imagine the things she says about me.
you know what though? They're quite jovial. It's not like. That's why it's so funny.
It's not like mean spirited.
Yeah.
No,
it's really not.
It's
no.
more like the slithering stuff, the
Yeah.
snake, that Kevin Martin. As soon as she says that Kevin Martin, like we honestly just start laughing, and we honestly just right?
let-
It's honestly
just let her do her
all
thing.
Game stuff. She's never taken a personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Who
No.
you are as a person, because she doesn't know, right?
Well, maybe the whole Bible thing, but.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
whatever.
Whatever.
But
yeah.
she- but
I mean,
she- but she
you've
was
done
like-
Bible stories, so.
But she was like,
What does she call you, Bible boy?
Bible
Sounds
boy.
like a superhero name.
yeah, right, boy.
Or, what did she call you yesterday?
What did she call-
Contradicting? Or no? Something Kevin. Something
Oh,
mean.
critical.
Yeah, critical.
We were making art yesterday together with those freaking, and she was doing her thing. I was like, Karen, that is awful.
She's like,
Critical Kevin.
Critical Kevin.
I can never do anything right around you.
and then even William was like, that looks like poop.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to do?
It was funny. It's funny.
Where is Karen? Oh, she's probably outside.
It's honestly,
She's outside.
I think so.
Yeah, which
She thinks that
Emily.
she thinks that
I don't know where Dylan
we're
is.
They're all
leading a
outside.
charge
Dylan was up.
to get her out of this house. Like that
Blue room.
is your main goal. She's like, if they win, it's us who they want, and especially me. I'm like, I know. Karen.
Karen is in the best position.
Oh, she really
By
is.
far. Karen, I would kill to be in your position.
Funny.
Best cast they've ever had, I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
she is.
I think so. She's so like very authentic.
So real. Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah, she's not hiding shit.
She's not hiding anything.
No, but that's the thing. I feel like all the older people that they've cast would have been just similar to that if they just lasted past the
I don't
first
think
2
so.
weeks or something. Like, come on, if Paul Jackson stayed a little bit
'cause
longer, you
Paul was
don't.
fake. he wasn't like.
He would have been like a
Risha.
character even more. If Risha stayed, Risha would have been so real.
Yeah.
I think she
I
was
wanted
good.
to see Risha stay.
Me too.
It's a crime that she went out first.
Yeah.
It is. I was so mad. I was just like, I'm like, okay, there goes the season.
Yeah.
There goes the season. But
Kevin Martin.
that Kevin Martin. Did you see when he did that to me? Did you see? Like, yes, Karen. He is slithering over there telling lies and he wants us out of this house. That's how she talks about
The
it.
intensity in her eyes.
Oh, the eyes, the
dead
eyes.
serious.
Oh yeah.
It's like she's open wide.
Yeah.
She's like, they're coming at me. What do I do?
It's so like, and then she'll always be like, Micah, you don't think Demetres working with that Kevin Martin, do you? With that Kevin Martin. Like, you're not even Kevin Martin anymore. You are that Kevin Martin.
I mean, like, there's a part of me that wishes we got along on a game level because she sounds like so much fun to
Oh,
work
she's
with.
fun. No, she's fun. She's
every
not to work with
conversation.
because she's crazy, but fun to be around.
Yeah, exactly. I don't.
But like, we
Because like
literally.
you're like stressing about like something that's like actually happening, and then
Yeah.
you got her running up to you stressing about shit that's not happening, and you're just like, oh, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stressful to me.
Cass was stressful.
She was stressful.
She was playing every
Yeah.
second. of
Yeah,
every
it was too much for me. to have her.
She's funny though.
Yeah,
Like, Cass
yeah.
has a great sense of
Yeah.
humor.
She is funny because I remember like even like when she pisses me off and I'm like, just go away. Like you're like a fruit fly, go away. And she's like, I'm like, no,
hilarious.
literally chasing me. I'm like, go.
Remember when she was trying to hug you?
Yeah,
here,
I'm like, no.
Super late night. She'd give me a hug, and you're just like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, bring it in.
Come on,
She's
bring it
like,
in.
no. Like,
And then
no.
she makes that face. I'm like, Cass. Like, I remember one time I'm like, don't like you, you're a liar, and I'm not keeping you. You know what? Okay, I'll give you time. I'm like, no, I don't want you to come back. Like, I want you to go.
This was the same day as later that night. She
Yeah. Karen and Gary
Yeah, you do
together
have some
was
fun
funny.
people for sure.
And then we also had like Dallas, who was funny. Like with the he was funny. And then we also had like Cass was just stressful. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we legit had like we honestly I would say had the times with the funnest people in this house. Like we
Yeah.
were Gary all the time.
Gary was
Yeah.
entertaining.
And then Karen and Gary
Yeah, you do
together
have some
was
fun
funny.
people for sure.
And then we also had like Dallas, who was funny. Like with the he was funny. And then we also had like Cass was just stressful to me.
Cass was stressful.
She was stressful.
She was playing every
Yeah.
second. of
Yeah,
every day.
it was too much for me. to have her.
She's funny though.
Yeah,
Like, Cass
yeah.
has a great sense
Yeah.
of humor.
She is funny because I remember like even like when she pisses me off and I'm like, just go away. Like you're like a fruit fly, go away. And she's like, I'm like, no,
hilarious.
literally chasing me. I'm like, go.
Remember when she was trying to hug you?
Yeah,
here,
I'm like, no.
Super late night. She'd give me a hug, and you're just like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, come on, bring it in.
Come on,
You're just
bring
like,
it in.
No. Like,
And then
no.
she makes that face. I'm like, Cass. Like, I remember one time I'm like, don't like you, you're a liar, and I'm not keeping you. You know what? Okay, I'll give you time. I'm like, no, I don't want you to come back. Like, I want you to go.
This was the same day as later that night. She
Yeah,
tried to
later that
hug
night
her.
she comes
Yeah.
back that night. Then
She
comes
was
up,
funny.
She comes up to me one time and she was like, so I know you're mad, and I have a peace offering. She gave me a bunch of cranberries from her dirty palm. I'm like, I'm not eating those. You know who knows what you did with those before you brought them over here to me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like so. I
That's
think I
funny.
honestly had times with like some of the funnest people
Yeah.
in this house. Like
For sure.
while you guys were friggin' with that giant and that one talking about the lines, we were literally dying
With
over
Gary.
that. Oh, Gary was so funny. Gary, like,
one time in the
the
room.
one time in that room, like he literally had him in tears. Like
I had to
Gary-
leave because I was gonna puke.
Yeah.
I was on slop and I had just gotten off of slop, so I just stuffed my face, and he had me laughing so hard that I actually had to leave because I was scared I was gonna like puke it out.
Yeah, no, he.
funny.
I can tell you how one time he was there, and he was like, "No, oh my God, we had the funniest conversation in the bathroom one time about Kevin, but this time in that pink room, you guys were chuckling in the. It was when he was on the block.
He
In the
just
blue
got
bedroom
put on-
after
he
the vote,
just
yeah.
got
You guys
put
were
on the
chuckling
block.
over there, and he's like, ha ha ha, like started hitting you and mocking you, like, and then he's like, oh, I have $100,000 shoe collection. Not one of them made it in here. Huh? Hard no.
Oh my god.
Like he was
Making fun of Emily.
like Emily and Dylan, because he's always like, oh, my $5,000 shoe collection. Da-da-da.
Oh, he's
It was so funny. I legit.
When he started laughing, like he was like laughing excessively loud, even though no one told any joke, just
Yeah.
to like,
Just to have
so-
you guys-
to think we were
you
laughing.
guys could
I think
hear
I
it.
remember that because it's like, whoa, they're like,
Yeah.
they're laughing over there, you know?
Yeah, it was like excessive, and man,
Gary
it
was
was
gold.
Oh, it
Well,
was
and
so
then,
funny.
and then after,
Gold in this
after he did
house.
that, like we all did start laughing.
Yeah, we
Like,
did. And then he was just like literally like roasting every single person one by one.
Yeah.
And it was so.
So
I
good.
think I legit like my stomach could not stop hurting. I don't remember like every single jab, but
Yeah.
they were all kind of
Oh, yeah.
accurate. Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and really well,
Really
put.
well, just like
Oh,
like
Carrie.
very tastefully too. Like how I don't know how he managed to do that. And
Yeah.
as angry
Like
as
he
he was.
could be like a comedian. Like it was
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah.
funny.
And then he was like,
I literally had to leave. I wanted to stay and like
Oh, yeah.
listen because it was so funny. But I'm like, if I stay, like I'm gonna puke.
you had like
That's scary.
tear.
Oh,
Your
I
eyes were
was-
tear.
I was
never-
crying,
I think I've
like-
never seen you laugh that hard
Oh
in
my
my
God.
life. It was so funny. And then after he was like, I'm like, this is not even who I am. Like, you know. And then after he would do that, he'd get angry in his heart again, and then he started. Oh,
Yeah.
I legit died. Like he put me in a coffin that day. Like I
I love how like he would always be like, you know what, I'm